Oh man, what up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. We're about to get started on another trending and topics. We got these topics lined up. Everybody want to say what up?
Hey guys.
Hola.
So we're gonna have a great time tonight. We're gonna get into this and have some in-depth conversations like we usually do. So let's get started. All right, what up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. It is Monday, April 8th, Eclipse Day. Welcome to Eclipse. Welcome to the other side of the eclipse. Hi.
We had a fake eclipse in Jersey.
I think we did too here in Michigan. Everybody was excited, but they said it was for them.
It got cloudy. It looked cloudy and a little dark, but not.
It looked like it was like a storm over here. I'm like, dude, I'm glad I didn't do my project outside like I thought it was, and I forgot about the eclipse.
Oh, right. Well, good thing you didn't go out there looking around like, what happened?
No, it looked cloudy over here. It didn't get as dark as most people think. So I think people bought glasses a lot of people bought glasses for no reason, as far as where I live is concerned, because it looked like you couldn't see it because it was so cloudy. It didn't get like dark like eclipse dark.
Oh, really? It was cloudy. Oh,
like man. It was like to Dane's point, it was like a cloudy, like it might rain, and then it drizzled for like a little bit.
Right. Oh,
it was like, is it rain or is it eclipse? Like, what's happening?
Oh, that sucks. That definitely sucks.
So it was like I was in the house. I work from home, so yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
My desk is right next to my window, so right behind me. So it was like, yeah.
Right. So either everybody got, like you said, fake eclipse going on.
Oh, you see my post?
Got some special powers or went blind. So hopefully you guys are on the positive side of all of that. So, I know people that have pets. That was one of the things I saw on Reddit. There was a lot of discussion about what to do with your pets, what's going to happen with your pets, all that kind of stuff. And it was so funny because some people were like, my dog doesn't even know that there's a sky up there, so I'm not really worried about them seeing the eclipse. So, definitely there were some people that were not concerned with.
I wasn't concerned all season. I was more concerned about Zay. If it actually was an eclipse, my slow self did not pick him up from at school program earlier. So I was going out during the eclipse situation, and I was like, what if it really happens? And then he's like, don't look at the sun. He's like, oh, let me look, and then, how's he going to tell me he done messed up his eye sockets? I don't know.
Yeah, no, believe me, I feel you. I mean, and that's the thing, little kids, you definitely don't want them going out there. Kids who just are unaware of what's going on, because they never seen this phenomenon, and they get excited like, wait a minute, what's that? Like when I came home from I went to I had an appointment today, and I had left the house, so I come home and there's these kids riding around, and I thought about it then. That's what made me think about it. I was like, I wonder if these little kids, if their parents kept them in the house, or if I don't know if they were at school at the time or whatever, but like, I wonder if they were, like warned, like don't go outside or don't go looking at up there, and they were really young, so I was wondering how people handled that.
Yeah.
Like last time there wasn't a good eclipse. My kids were really young. We did all the different things. We did like the box, you set up the box as like a eclipse projector. We did the piece of paper thing with the reflection to be able to see the eclipse on the piece of paper. It was all kinds of stuff we were able to do. So it's fun times. Hopefully people did that with their kids. So yeah. So trending in topics, what we're gonna start with today, folks?
I forgot what I wrote on there. What did I write?
We literally just had this conversation 3 minutes ago.
We can talk about that one because that's like fresh in my mind. The rest of the stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So, well, the other one that you wrote down was the babysitting fees, who's paying babysitting
Oh yeah,
fees.
so can we get to that one first? Because that one's kind of more lighthearted.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
the post where the girl was on the first date. She was not just on first date. She was bringing her kids, telling him that she needed $100 and some odd to be the babysitter.
$250.
Oh yeah, asking him to pay for the babysitter, which, like, of course, like she was upset and all that stuff. She was upset with his response, and it's like, really, that's what we doing?
Yeah, yeah. The premise itself has definitely been popping up, in the last few years as a talking point, right? I definitely feel like the discussion, having this kind of discussion, I don't see where it benefits anybody, because I definitely feel like it's just a point of contention if somebody wants to make it that. But also, is it really that important in that initial dating stage to have this argument? Because it doesn't prove anything one way or the other, and then two, it sets up, either bad expectations, or unrealistic expectations going forward, or you could just be shooting yourself in the foot and missing out on a great opportunity, if you decide to do something like this and the other person's like, this is dumb, it's not feeling this. So
yeah, I think that's definitely like, see, even with the first date, second date, or any date, nobody's obligated to pay the babysitter outside of the parent who's actually going on the date, right? Now, like I said to my comment on the post, I've had guys pay for a babysitter. They like, hey, I want to take you out. I'll pay for the babysitter. Bop, bop, bop. I'm always, I'm a different person. I'm a different type of person than a lot of people. But if I don't want to pay for a babysitter, why would I want you to pay for a babysitter? I'm more likely to allow you. I don't want to say allow because that sounds messed up. I'm more okay with you paying a babysitter if we're doing something out of town, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For me personally, it's not for everyone else. If you want somebody to pay for your babysitter and they want to pay for it, do you? For me, I would most likely, like, if I really wanted to go somewhere, I'm gonna make sure I have a babysitter, whether I'm paying or not paying. If I'm going out of town and you really want me to, and I have to really finesse this, yeah, you might have to come out of your pocket, but that's you paying a reasonable amount, because I'm a person of, I'm not going to have you pay something that I wouldn't pay myself, date included. I'm not going to have you go somewhere and spend almost $500 or plus dollars for us to go on one date, like, right? I would want you to spend the same amount that I personally would, and that's why you should know who you're dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two, paying for a babysitter, like, I rarely pay for a babysitter. I have a couple dollars, $30 at max. If I'm going away, yes, that might be getting into close to 100, depending on how long I'm going to be away and how much they have to actually do. Like, that's having to take the child here and there to different functions, having to get up a little early to do XYZ with this child because now I'm not there to do it. If it's the other parent, we ain't paying for it, right? I'm not paying for it. But if it's someone that is not the parent, that is going to be inconvenienced and have to be mindful of their day and wrap it around my child's schedule, yeah, I'm going to pay for them. But I'm not.
Yeah.
What was your question?
No, I was say let's get Dame's take on it real quick.
Oh well, he ran off.
Did he lose? Did we lose him?
Like, oh no, he about to ask me a question. I think that's what he did.
Okay, well, I was going to bring up real quick. Trying to let him get his in before I brought this up. Going back to what you're saying in terms of the should you be paying the other parent, or should the other parent, if the other parent is doing it, should it's just somebody get paid? Oh, here he is. But yeah, my
He's here.
Yeah. Oh no problem. So go ahead. Did you have a comment?
I was gonna say, yeah, that's stupid. I mean, I'm with Sonny. Like, you shouldn't be. That person doesn't have any obligation to you. You're going on a date to know this person. Mm-hmm. You don't have to pay for anything. Now, if he offers or she offers, that's between you two. I mean, I don't get the whole concept of paying for somebody who I don't know. Not
Yeah,
unless
bring your
they
kids
not
on
unless they
the
offer for
date.
dinner.
Yeah, the idea of taking, like, because I mean it's like, I don't know, I almost equated, literally I almost equated to like, do I got to pay your car note too for that day? Do I got to pay your rent that day? Do I got to pay your the house, the light bill? What are we doing
If you
here?
took off, do I gotta pay? Like
Right,
what?
right. Oh shoot, if you took off work, you got to pay. That's a given. So it's like, no, like like a lot of that is like, if you're interested, my thing is, if you're interested in dating anyway, there are certain things you need to be, figuring out, taking care of, especially because, like you said, like Dame said, somebody's trying to get to know you. And if you want to be known as a person that needs to be paid for every little step of the way, then
You're not gonna go on many dates.
you're not going to go out on many dates, or you're going to end up with a person that's going to take advantage of that, or going to want to take advantage of that. Now, some people don't mind because some people are into that kind of thing, and I'm not going to, it's no disrespect or no love loss. That's what you want, and that's how you want to portray yourself. That's fine, that's that. Then that works out. You get what you want then at that point. But I think that there are some things that come with that, because one thing that I know I personally have seen, or I've definitely heard about, or I've seen, portrayed in media a lot of times, is that there's a lot of control that goes with that. Because most of the time when these kind of guys are saying that they're going to pay for this, pay for that, one, they're compensating for some other shortcoming or for some type of personality disorder. And then two, it also sets them up for this unrealistic amount of control that they want to have over your life, because they'll be like, hey, don't go to work today. I'm gonna pay you for your time off, and you're gonna do this with me, and then you're gonna do that with me, and I'm gonna be able to do this, and you're not gonna be able to say nothing. You're gonna have to blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So it creates this imbalance of the aesthetic of who's really running whose life and who's really, and it goes well beyond just paying for a babysitter. So yeah, I just think it sets up a bad precedence.
Yeah, and if you with it, that's totally up to you. Be a simp, do whatever you want, or be a sugar mama, or whatever you want to be. But like, yeah, that's not something that should be required or expected, let alone trying to bring your kids on said date. They're not trying to get to know your kids; they're trying to get to know you, and you should not be wanting them, because then that from a perspective of that, it's gonna make me think that everybody meets your kids. I'm not gonna feel special if you trying to bring your kids because you don't have, like, that's just weird behavior, and I can't.
So you can't get with it.
Yeah,
I feel you. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen people go above and beyond when it comes to a third, fourth, later dating, because then at that point you know that person better. You want to do certain things either for them or to accommodate them. And I get that, and I'm with that, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm definitely that person that'll be like, oh, I would love to do this, and then if my girl was like, oh, well, you know what, if only I could have this taken care of, or if I could do this, then I'll be like, shoot, let's get it taken care of, and then that way we can do what we want to do, or whatever the case may be. But and then the thing about that video that we saw, and make sure you guys go over to the GFT Join the Conversation group, and you'll be able to see the video. It was talking about paying for the babysitter. The thing was, the lady wanted $250 for a babysitter. Like, unless y'all going out of town for 2 days, 3 days, something like that, ain't no babysitter no $250.
You mentioned control. Okay, say she's laying the terms. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna put, because generalized is women with a kid. She's laying the terms of, I need you to pay for this babysitter. Most people, okay, no, I'm being hijacked by my kid. I'm sorry. And most of it is because they have the power. Yes, okay. Go ahead without me for a minute.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, I guess what he's trying to say, I'm gonna attempt to try to understand what he's trying to say, is that if you give off the impression that this is a requirement, most people aren't with that. Like, you come with that, you've lost now people that potentially want to date you. that's a turn off. That's to me is the equivalent of me going on a date with a dude I just met. We talked a couple times, and his ex showing up and causing a big hoopla. It's crazy. It's the equivalent of that. Like, you're bringing something that
unacceptable to the table.
That could be unacceptable to the table, and like, even if you really like this person, it's a deal breaker because you're coming with these. It's like saying on the first date, I'm about to be homeless. Like, that may really be your reality, but then that shows somebody that your priorities are not in order because you out here dating and you ain't got no place to live. Why are you outside? Like, what's
exactly? I was trying not to say that, but honestly, that's the equivalent.
No,
of that.
But like, and that's what
and I'm definitely not trying to down nobody trying to date while they're a single parent. Definitely, that's not what I'm saying. But my thing is, if you're a single parent that you need the person that you don't know to pay for your babysitting, you don't need to be dating. Or you don't need to be dating that day. You might be able to get a more reasonable babysitter later on, or a family member that can watch the kid that you trust. Until then, it may not be the day. It may not be the proper time.
Okay, to my point before my kid interrupted, most people with that type of money are athletes or somebody who's doing very well in an entertainment business, or entrepreneurs, or whatever you want to call it, who want to try to find that person that has a look for them, like eye candy. They want a trophy girlfriend to show off, so they don't mind doing that type of stuff. But what happens when the relationship starts progressing? Who really has the power? The person who set the terms early on, or the person who's paying for it? Because there's gonna be times where things are gonna come up, like who's running the relationship. Because he's gonna have priorities, he's gonna have standards or needs that he wants met. And if she doesn't provide for it, he's a bum. But if she doesn't do what he wants, she's a gold digger.
Yeah.
And but y'all let that relationship play out.
Then so to your point, if you allow, you can't say no, I don't want to. You participate and you actively allow this person to essentially use you for your money, and now you're calling them a gold digger. This is the problem. What I had with men, that when I was dating, a lot of the guys that were trying to date me were flashy. And that's why it's a big turn off for me for you to be flashy. Because at the end of the day, not to sound boastful, but I've been homeless to now I'm a homeowner. So I've been at the bottom, and me with a lot of help got myself to where I am now. I want to say this without sounding like an asshole, but it's like, I'm glad I am where I am now, because you can't really offer me much, right? I can't be swayed by what you can do for me,
right?
Like, as far as materialistic type of thing. So I've had guys say, "Oh, I can take care of you. You can keep your paycheck. I can take care of you." Like I said, I talked about this on many shows. I've known women who had men financially take care of them to where they were financially dependent.
Right.
I'm not that girl.
Yeah, and nobody wants that.
With,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I struggle with, and I said this on Unreservedly Us, and I said this on many times. I struggle with letting go and allowing that man to take charge, and it's a battle to where I have to feel comfortable with even giving you something to, like, because I don't want to be, because most of the people that I know that were in a situation were physically abused.
Right.
Because that person had that power, and they felt like they couldn't do much because they were solely dependent on them. That's never going to be me. I would rather be homeless and desolate than to be dependent on any man. And it's bad to say, and people may call me a supreme independent woman. I am one of them people that says it without the negative connotation of saying I don't need a man. I want one. In the purest sense of that word, I want a man, but I don't need a man to financially take care of me.
Right. And that's the thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. Not having to depend on somebody so that they can either lord that over you or hold that against you has nothing to do with being ultra independent anyway. It's just about having that respect for for what you want out of your life and how you want to run. You want to be able to be in control, because letting somebody control you is just not a good look, and it's definitely not what everybody wants. I would say the vast majority of us want to be in control of our lives and our livelihood, and the way we do things. We don't want somebody lording anything over us or holding anything against us, or being able to say, well, I did this for you, now you got to do this for me, kind of situation.
Yeah, and that's vice versa. You got women that take care of men and say, I made you. I did this, and this for you.
And you get resentful.
And you feel like less of a man, because this woman actually did do everything for you. You were so dependent on her. You didn't do anything. You was a house husband. For real.
And you know what? And sometimes a guy with self-respect for himself will feel a certain way if he's down on his luck and he's having a woman take care of him. Because I've been there.
Well,
I mean, because even though they might not say it, but the worst place you can be is in your own head, thinking something else about you, because you don't want that. Like, say it was me and Sonny's taking care of me. I'm like, back of my head, she never said it, but it's in the back of my head saying, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to bring to the table. She says she loves me, but I'm not so sure, because I don't have XYZ behind me to chip in.
Right.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, and that's the thing. A lot of, and you see that with guys a lot. Where if a woman is doing so much for us, we definitely will get either kind of, I guess, is a form of resentment, because we feel like, or we feel, have that feeling of uselessness, right?
Yeah.
And neither one of those is a good in a relationship, when you're supposed to be either partners or equals in this relationship, and or even if the woman wants you to be the leader of the home, it's not a good look, because having resentment is just horrible to have in a relationship. But even feeling useless, because a man feeling useless is a bad thing. He's usually either going to go out and find something that he can be over, or he's going to just totally draw back and fall back from that relationship.
There's a third one too.
I know a lot of guys that do cheat because they have women that are not a lot of guys, but I do know a couple, like a few that have left and found, and that's where I've seen, from what I've seen and what I witnessed, they found younger.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a third one too, being complacent. Some guys will like, oh, I got a woman who does everything. Let me just sit back and play 2K.
Right. And then the woman ends up resenting him.
Yeah, but then again, she allowed it. You have, and that's why it's like a balance of, it's one thing, because one thing I will absolutely do is help my man. You on hard times, I got you. You ain't never gonna have to look for anybody to help you outside of your mama if need be, because I'm gonna I got you. Because I know if I fell on hard times, you got me, right? That's the type of man that I want. Exactly. And it's one thing to like, I'll help you as long as you're helping yourself. And you get a lot of people that and even with females, you get females that you so used to man help, they don't help themselves. And I say to them, make sure you can always make sure you can cut it without any, and like, it's a bad way to think, but I'm always gonna make sure. I tell them, make sure you got you, because if all else fails, if he like to what Smooth would say, if he gets sick and he's that man in the house, you don't got nothing, because he got sick. No, you got to be able to step up and cover the order, even if you ain't acting on what you acting on. Go to school, do something, have something in the background just in case, something light, something like that's fun for you to do that ain't really work, but it is work because it's bringing you some type of money, of way. Because God forbid that man fall on hard times or get sick or something that devastating happens to him, or God forbid the worst happens, you lose that man, you ain't got shit. Or vice versa for the dude, if you dealing with a female that got everything and covering the order, if something happened to her, what you about to do?
Right. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, some people, they have some crazy expectations, but I don't know. They gotta be ready for the repercussions. So the next topic that was thrown out there, it was specifically about men, and young lady had a video. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna put a video up because I feel like we can play this video without getting in trouble. So I'm gonna do that real quick because I think I actually still need to actually hear the video. I haven't really been able to take a look at it. So I'm going to pull this up. Give me a second here,
I had to
and
grab my
then
charger.
share this screen real quick because yeah, this is an interesting topic. I had a conversation about this and felt like it definitely it resonated with me in one way, but then I definitely feel like there's some nuances to this. And then we saw another post in the Join the Conversation group where I think it was Hank that mentioned that there was, he was seeing an influx or a greater number of men who believe that they would prefer love, or I think it was love over respect. But yeah, take a quick look at this, and then we'll go to Hank's post after we discuss her video real quick.
A few women will
Most
get this.
women were never taught how to respect a man. They were taught about love. If he makes you feel this way, he's the one. If he does this for you, he's a keeper. And the reason why women were never taught that is because it takes women out of their comfort zone. And we've always been taught that relationships should always center around the woman. This is a very dangerous ideology because it neglects the importance of respect for the man. Respect builds trust. So if you don't respect him, he will never trust you. Love, on the other hand, is a feeling of affection towards someone or something. This is why you can love a car. You can love a house. It's an emotion. And like all emotions, it can be very fleeting. It changes. Respect, though, is accepting someone for who they are, even if it means that they're different from you and you don't always necessarily see eye to eye. Respect is accepting someone for their own individuality. It's very rare that a man is accepted for being a man. And that's why respect to a man is essential. Contrary to popular belief, love is not an action word because it has no responsibility attached to it. I could love my car and still get rid of it. I could love my home but still sell it. The same way a woman can claim that she loves you but still cheat on your ass. But I can't claim to respect you and treat you any kind of way. Because if I say I respect you, that means that I now have a moral obligation to treat you right and do right by you. And this is why a lot of women can blatantly disrespect a man but still claim to love them.
Only a few women will get.
All right.
Is that the one I posted?
No, Sonny posted this, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, you didn't hear me. I posted that one.
Okay, I think I stole it from you and posted it somewhere else. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So I definitely agree with her in terms of the because I definitely believe that. I feel like I would rather be respected than that in a relationship is a little different, but overall, like in my work, in my in my like extended family, friends, all that stuff, I would rather have respect over love. I would, love is a bonus, love is nice, but I definitely feel like the respect, because when you respect somebody, especially when it comes to, like she was saying, the action word of it, right, and the individuality of it, it extends a little bit. Sometimes it can be focused too, because like you could respect your boss, right? Let's say you have a really good boss, a really good manager, right? Who leads the team well, they do their job, and you feel like they make good leadership decisions. And so you respect them for being a great manager. You don't got to love them. You don't have to trust them with your kids. You don't have to feel like they're going to be great with throwing a baseball at something. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that they could be doing that you don't really care about. But that focus thing, them being a great manager, like she said, that man being a man, having that focus on that's big. You know what I'm saying? On that thing. Now, as a man, if I can get that kind of level of not only the feeling, but the trust and everything that goes with that, because there's a lot that goes with respect, I think that's definitely a little bit more important on that kind of level to get respect than to get love.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me, I think love is an action word. So for me, it's an action word, right? I feel like if you like it should be an action word, because if you love someone, you love them, so you have this certain, like you heard, this certain degree of what you will and won't do, right? So when we talk about relationships, a lot of cheating, they say, well, I love you. How can you love me but not respect me? So I think it's like both, because if you respect me, you would respect me as a woman, not only a woman, your woman, and not do certain things because it would be disrespectful to me. And then while you're disrespecting me, you're telling me that you love me. It's weird, right? So I think it's both for me. It's not separate, right?
But that's the thing. But you just literally explained what she did, but you did it the opposite way, which for us is not right, because you just said the respect part is not doing what's right for the relationship out of respect for her as a woman, not cheating. That's action. Don't go out and cheat. Don't forget to put the seat down on the toilet. Don't forget to get me a gift for my birthday. Don't forget to take me out sometimes. Don't forget to think about me when you go and get food. Bring me some food back. Having respect for that person that you love, that feeling, means that respect, that action, you respect them enough to do certain things or to not do certain things. You see what I'm saying? That's the action we're talking about, because you got that feeling. Now, just because somebody does something out of disrespect or out of misalignment with that relationship doesn't mean they've lost that feeling completely. It's just that they didn't have enough of that feeling governing their actions. That feeling didn't govern or didn't force them to respect you enough. Then now you can question the feeling at that point.
Yeah, because I get it, because we're as females, we're with our feelings. So yeah, I get that part. But I think for me, I was raised to respect the man, but respect the man, not a boy, not a little ass kid or somebody that acts like they're not a grown ass man. Like I said, I have.
But you were taught to respect regardless of love, right? Because the thing is, you don't have to.
I don't. You're like, because like it's certain. I struggle with someone that was in my life as a child up until adulthood. Mm-hmm. I did not love him. I respected him to an extent. Right.
Focused, like I was saying.
Yeah, but when I think about as far as workplace stuff, I respect. There's a lot of I don't respect. I have few bosses that I did not respect. I respected your position, and that was it. I didn't respect you any other way. Like, I respected the fact that you were my boss solely, so I kept it cordial. Did not like you. Didn't give a crap about you. If you found out if I had said, I probably chuckle. I really didn't give a fuck about you. Right. But yeah, so like I understand it that way, but I don't think all women weren't raised to respect the man. I think to keep it a buck, I don't want to say this without sounding like an asshole, but it's around who you surround yourself with, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the men that you surround yourself with, you're not about to, if you surround yourself with a bunch of F boys, you're not about to respect them. They ain't doing nothing. Like, I respect a grown ass man that's doing something with his life, that's being a productive individual and about his business. I can't respect these people out here every day doing absolutely nothing and bitching and moaning. I don't respect you. I know you.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't respect you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dame.
I want to say that in a relationship, respect and love go hand in hand. Love is not an action verb, but it will make you move to action, because it will make you respect that person. The respect go hand in hand, because you have to have something to respect, for one. For a man's standpoint.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this then.
Yeah.
Do you believe we can go to your wife or even your ex-wife? Do you believe?
Don't do that.
Women that have loved you, do you believe they loved you before they respected you?
That's a good question. I like that.
I think you know the answer. Tell me the answer.
No, that's a good question.
Do you think they loved you before they respected you? Before they respected you?
Yeah.
No, you lying. Ain't no way. Ain't
No,
no woman
no.
that don't respect you love you before they respect you.
Because because for some women, they actually said that I love you, but I don't have respect for you. Actually said this. No, they actually said
out loud in public.
Wait.
no, not to me.
I'm talking about women that you were in relationships with. Your wife, your ex-wife, your long-term friend. One of them told you that they loved you, but they had no respect for you.
Oh no, they never said that to me.
I wouldn't say no respect, because no respect is negative. I mean, like they hadn't developed respect for you, or they didn't show you that they respected you before.
You would have to have respect first.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's my case. Because somebody's going to respect you well before they love you.
Because you're not going to talk to you don't give the time of day to somebody who you don't respect.
Exactly.
I think character builds respect, though.
Yeah, but still,
but that's part of the respect part.
Yeah.
But respect still comes first.
It's still respect is going to always come before love. Respect, and then like I said, the thing is respect. I would say 9.5 times out of 10 will be there without any love, without any actual physical feeling, or not physical. What do you call it? Emotional feeling of love. You're gonna 9.5 times out of 10 in all relationships, situations, and things that you get involved in, you're gonna have respect before now, without love being involved, because you're gonna respect positions, you're gonna respect offices, you're gonna respect people who do certain jobs. You're gonna respect that job before you respect the person in it. You're gonna respect you're going to respect people at certain ages. Like that was an example given to me. Like I respect my elders. You're respecting them because of their age. It has nothing to do with the person. Nothing. So you will definitely don't love that person if you don't even know who they are, where they're coming from, or what they're about. But you're respecting their age and their position in life before you even get to know them. You got to respect.
Yeah. And you have to remember, it's different types of love. You can have love for somebody, like you care for them and their well-being, but they don't respect you because they do some shady stuff behind your back, or just do stuff to make you pissed.
And my thing is, who wants that though? Who wants to be told? Who literally wants to be told, "I love you, but I just do not respect you," or "I don't have respect for the things that you do."
Yeah, I can't respect how you move. I definitely, it's a big thing.
Exactly, and that when that happens, usually it happens in parent-child relationships, in family relationships. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes friends, but usually those friends break up with you first. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't happen in relationships, because that person, once they don't lost respect for you, they don't really lost love for you.
All right. Explain Will and Jada.
They have respect for each other.
She lost respect for him a long time ago.
No, I'm saying they have respect. They have respect for each other and what they're doing. It's not respectful to the relationship, so to speak. And whatever they're doing, they've chosen to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. They have an
agreement that
they have an agreement. They respect the agreement. That's what I'm saying. They respect the agreement. They respect.
I don't think Jada really does, because Jada would be outbursting.
Right.
Yeah, I really think that she does not respect Will at all.
Right. I just realized I'm using the wrong camera. But yeah, so I definitely think that it depends on the relationship, who's doing what, all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta take off. My son is not. He's not cooperating. Yeah, he's
not participating properly.
So,
where in my life?
Yeah. So let me go back to Hank's post, because I'm like, what was he saying? All right. So he said, oh, here it is. Let me see. Let me put it back on the screen. How do I do that? There we go. Shit, I don't know what that is on the side. That look all pornographic. The hell is that?
What? Hold on. What's happening?
I don't know.
I missed it. Listen.
I'm trying to show, you know how we can see those extra panes on the side. In the
Yeah.
recent media, it was like some extra stuff that I was not planning on showing on the screen.
You can't make the thing bigger, like going into the post.
That's a good idea. Let me try that.
Yeah.
Let's zoom.
That'd be sketchy when you go on there and next thing you know, you're like, what the hell is this? I haven't signed up for this.
Literally haven't signed up for this. All right, let me scroll down here. Scroll down here. Here we go.
Pancake one had me dying.
Good thinking, Sonny. Good thinking.
See, I said it to you. Do I know how to do it? Absolutely not.
All right. So Hank posted this saying, recently I've been hearing this narrative floating around. Supposedly men prefer respect over love from their women. Who the hell came up with that notion? So that's the reason why I started off by saying that in a relationship, it's a little bit different for me, right? You know, in a relationship, I definitely feel like there should be, not in a relationship, when you're starting to date, like you're starting to date somebody and you're going out on dates and you're doing the things to get to know each other, stuff like that. I think that, you know, that a man and a woman will start off with a bit of a level of trust, a bit of a level of respect for each other. After they get to know each other a little bit more, they build on that and that rapport and that character, like you talked about, Sonny. You know, things like that build up. And then at the point where they start deciding to move together in this thing and say, okay, you know what, let's move into something a little bit more exclusive. Even before love is established, I definitely believe that there's a level of respect there. Now, do all men or a greater majority of men want that respect to continue to be more prevalent than love? I don't believe so. I would have to venture to guess that at some point, either being it once they go exclusive or when they start putting titles to things, that a man is going to want to be loved, or he's going to want to be able to feel some amount of love. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead.
No. I think most men definitely want to be loved. Like I look at and this is why I feel like with a lot of guys, they, you know, like us women, we go through bad relationships and some of us bounce back. We go through our little I hate men phase, but we go right back on out there, right? And even though they say a lot of women are bitter, I think men take bitter to a whole other level, right?
Right.
No, I'm just being honest, because I feel like whether or not they show it like us women do when we're hurt and upset and we want our vengeance or whatever it is, right? Men do it a little different, right? Mm-hmm. They hold every woman after that person that they love with every fiber of their being, and that woman hurt them, because men stay longer than females. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of them don't want to end the relationship, or they don't want to be the bad guy. It's wrong. They don't like it. They're unhappy, but they want her to end it. So you'll stay. And I know men that stay years. I know men right now currently in relationships, long-term relationships, marriages that have been unhappy for years, ain't left yet, can tell you stories and you'll be like, what? Why are you still there? And they still hanging on, right? Mm-hmm. But when they finally break loose, everything that Keisha did to him, every woman after Keisha pays for. You can meet Susie Q, the best woman ever, showed you love from the beginning, showed you love from the entirety to relationship, like always, respected you, everything. And you think that because you love Keisha and Keisha hurt you so bad and did XYZ and dogged you out and you stayed forever, that now Susie Q is going to do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they definitely hold that.
So it's that thing of being so hurt. Maybe some men don't want to be loved. They want to be respected, because what's love got to do with it, right? I loved her, and Keisha didn't give a fuck about me. She was out here doing everything. I caught her in men's bed. The baby wasn't mine. I still love her. I'm harboring them, I hate that B. You hate her, but you love her. You hate the fact that you still love her, even though she hurt you, and y'all don't understand why as women hold on to men that hurt us, but we still love them, but y'all be doing the same thing. Like, so it's, I get why some want that respect over love, but it's problematic because at the end of the day, all you want is to be loved right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like somebody even commented on this. Yeah. So one of the commenters said women don't know how to love, so this just simplifies the expectations, and that's and like you said, that's problematic because that shows that that
Who commented that? Is that a woman?
no, it's a man. So
Oh,
he,
that's terrible. Okay.
yeah, he's
Sad for him.
probably he's either been hurt or he's been seen enough, of his friends be hurt, and now he's taking, like you said, he's taking that stance because he feels like that's the norm, or he feels like
And that's the problem I have. You know how many times I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you know how many times I've heard men say, my boy loved this girl, he never cheated on her, and she did everything to him. You didn't even experience that. You've been fine. Like, you didn't have to deal with that. But because she did it, not even someone did it to you, you are a bitter man because all bitches, y'all all cheat. I don't trust women. No, your mama could have did it. Your mom could have been cheating on your dad the whole time. You could have known she was cheating on him.
No, some men do that. Some men will be like, yeah, my mom
now
was,
your mom
my
is
was
your mom's out here hoarding around. Now all
know?
women ain't shit. No, your mom just wasn't shit. It's some women that are shit. It's just not your mom wasn't one of them people. And it's bad because to that comment in itself, that's somebody that's speaking from a hurt place. That's like me saying, I've been through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it on this podcast. The shit I've been through, people like, what the hell? If I sat here and had a conversation of full on everything I went through with every dude I ever dated or was in a relationship with, the bad ones, not even the worst ones and everything else, then by law I should be like, fuck niggas, y'all niggas ain't shit, y'all ain't never gonna be shit. Niggas don't love females, and y'all do. Some of y'all actually do love females and treat them well. Not every dude is that way. And on top of that, my dad was a pimp.
Oh wow!
And he was abusive. I said not. By just off of him, I should be like, niggas ain't shit. They just want to use women for this, that, and the third. And I can say that because I've met guys that just want to use you for what you got between your legs. I've dealt with that. I've been cheated on. I've been all this stuff. Like I can say so many countless things, but if I should be a bitter woman by just off of what I've been through, what I know people go through, right? But I'm not, and it's crazy to say that, like, because I would not. I'm never gonna say never. But I actually probably can. I would never say that men don't know how to love. Right. There are men that absolutely do. I've met some of them. I met a guy who was in love with me, and I can tell you, like, I knew it and I felt it every time he was around me. And if I go around him right now, I can feel it. But at the same time, I don't love him the way he loves me. So it's unfair for me to even string him along because I loved and respected him enough to walk away and not be one of the women that did him wrong because I wasn't where he was and how he felt about me. So that's felt
huge. That's huge, and that's what he probably, didn't feel great to him, but he could probably respect you for that, doing that.
Maybe not now, but like years later, because I always get the question like, well, why y'all ain't this, that, and third? I'm like, because I need y'all to understand where I was. Right. I was broken. I was no good to him then. He loved me when I couldn't even love myself. I could not allow him to love me through it. I wasn't nowhere near that. Whatever I was going to do was extreme fuck shit. I wasn't, and I loved him and respected him enough to not put him to know that he deserved not to happen to him because he never did anything to me. But it is women that knew how to love. Y'all need to pick the right women because there's women out here that really want to be loved and love a man and respect the man and all that stuff. Y'all need to find them. We're out here. We're the women calling you and asking you, hey, how's work? Did you get there? Stuff like that. And y'all want to be talking to Judy with the big booty and worried about what she doing and how she dressed and half naked and this, that, and the third. But then you don't want, you like, oh, well, if I do it, it's an issue. So I think we all need to get out of that mindset of all women or men don't do this.
Yeah, the generalizations.
Not that it's the women that you've intertwined yourself with. It's the women that you walk into. Like Cat Williams said, I can't sit here and say all niggas ain't shit because my pussy's attracting ain't shit niggas. So what is it about you that's between your legs that's attracting ain't shit bitches?
Right.
You got to figure out yourself and find the people that's for you. Everybody ain't for you. Some people you want don't want you, and you got to deal with that. And when you go gravitate to them, you finally get them, and you realize how much they don't want you and how much they put you through. You need to find somebody. I'm not saying settle.
Right, right.
You can find somebody that's going to give you exactly what you want, and do
It's
it, and
possible,
be
yeah,
that
definitely.
person exactly, and be that person that's for you. You just overlooking her because you worried about what Keisha did to you 6-7 years ago, or when you was in. And some of y'all been hurt since 7th grade.
Right, right.
Grow the hell up. I
All
could be
right.
a hurt, bitter person. I'm not. I don't have time for that. I've been through some shit. I cried. I did a lot of stuff, and guess what? I have to find who is for me, and I
Right.
have to be okay with understanding that what, this person ain't for me.
For sure. For sure. Yep. Yeah. All right, let's do a fun one real quick. Somebody, I forgot, I think it was Taylor who posted this one here.
Oh yeah, my comment.
I was like, oh man, like this looking real good to me. And then they say remove one item from the plate. I'm like, oh dang.
I said the pancakes.
It's always some BS. You're always some BS. So you said the pancakes?
Pancakes gotta go. I'm a French toast girl.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, that's my favorite thing too is French toast. I'm always down to eat some kind of special or upgraded or any kind of custom French toast, especially.
Yeah, and if I do pancakes
on it.
And if I do pancakes, I want strawberries and fresh bananas, or I want peanut butter on them. So yeah,
peanut butter. I never.
I'm not a big syrup person, unless it's French toast. But like, I'm more of a And if I do get syrup, I like the strawberry syrup with my strawberry banana pancakes. But I like my strawberry banana pancakes in them and on them. But I have to be in the mood for a pancake. But all day, I'm a French toast girl, and I make the best French toast ever. But continue.
Yeah. So my thing about pancakes too is I don't like them overly fluffy, like it's like super thick. I don't like that because it's just a bunch of bread at that point to me, and I'm not a huge bread person. And like I do like thinner, maybe a little crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Like if it's like that, it's going down. I'm about to eat those pancakes.
Those right there, I would cut all the edges off of them.
Oh, see, I want the edges. That's my thing. I need the edges. Yeah,
I don't want that. I want mine fluffy and with the normal pancakey. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a pancake person, but if I'm gonna get them, I want them perfect.
Yeah, I can't do the. So I mean, I would definitely probably get rid of the pancakes too, and prefer, like you said, French toast over that. Now I'm also good with waffles, so long as the waffle is made properly. It's got to be, again, crisp on the outside, fluffier, soft on the inside. Definitely have to be cooked through. I don't like that, halfway cooked waffles, all that kind of stuff.
If I had the second choice, I would get rid of sausage because I like sausage links. But if you see my post this weekend, bacon is my life.
Oh, okay. Now, is it me or does that look like turkey bacon?
Huh?
I said, is it me or does that look like turkey bacon?
It looked like beef bacon to be because that don't look like pork bacon to me. I mean,
it don't look like pork bacon to me.
I like real bacon, pork bacon. Pork will always be on my fork. If you see my IG post, I made the something about you to the bacon, and the bacon was in the oven, and I was so excited about it because bacon is life. I had some bacon today.
Yeah, so I don't eat pork, right? So I've had beef bacon. It was okay. And I love uncured turkey bacon. It has to be the uncured type, which kind of almost looks like what that is, because it's a little wider, a little more meatier looking.
The turkey bacon get too cold quick, and it's just ugh.
That's regular. See, that's that regular turkey bacon, that processed turkey bacon, and I don't really like that.
I just can't. Like, I swear,
it's almost like no pieces of meat, leather.
Pork bacon right in your face because it's the best bacon ever.
Yeah, I'm not even fazed by pork bacon. Like, no, I'm straight.
I just feel like people that don't eat pork bacon, when you smell it, I know you like that smells so goddamn good.
Oh no, not for me. Oh no,
it smells amazing.
It's disgusting to me.
A happy place.
But I'm also not a pork eater, right? So that's the difference. I don't eat any pork, so. So for me, pork doesn't smell good. It never tasted good when I was a kid. None of that. So
that's terrible. I'm so sad for you.
Hey, don't be sad for me. I'm living a great life. Eating all seafood, poultry, all the good stuff. That means I gotta eat more. That just means I gotta eat more lamb chops and lobster tails. So Life is good.
No, I'm not a big lobster fan, but I think I have to try lamb. Everybody says it's good. I've never tried it.
You've never
I've been
had
to many
lamb,
restaurants.
like
I've
lamb
been to
chops,
many.
like club lamb chops. You never had lamb chops before with zip sauce?
No, I gotta
Oh,
try it
man.
because I go
Oh,
to
you missing
different
out.
places to eat, and they always have like lamb. I think one of the places I just went to had some lamb, and I didn't try it, but I feel like I need to try it now because I had deer meat, I had stuff like that.
Oh,
Not to go,
this is so different. The lamb is amazing,
so
especially
I
if
have
you
to
do
try
lamb
it.
chops. You got to go to a good black, nightclub, get their lamb chops. Well, at least here in the city in Detroit, we got amazing lamb chops in the clubs. So
Well, there's one
yeah.
place I went for my birthday, and my sister said they had good lamb chops, so I'm gonna have to go there and try it. Go like on a little date night.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Get
So
some
yeah.
lamb.
And then now the sausage that's on this plate, like I like sausage patties, again, turkey sausage patties. And that's kind of reminding me of those too. I mean, I'm like that looks a little bit like turkey sausage to me. So I would like those. I would like the turkey bacon if it's uncured. Now, some people I noticed in this other group or whoever this is coming from, I guess the guy who posted it, somebody mentioned the eggs. They were saying that they like fluffy eggs, and I know quite a few people who like fluffy eggs.
I like fluffy eggs. I don't like hard scrambled eggs.
These are definitely hard scrambled eggs. These eggs
I recently just had some. Unfortunately, I had some of them, but I was just like, okay. Now I like my fluffy soft eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I like them to be scrambled, but not super hard scrambled.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a fried egg person. Give me 2 fried eggs any day.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like the type that's like just straight put on the thing on the pan, maybe flipped once and
yeah.
Got you. Yeah.
And that's like my go-to every morning when I go to work. I get 2 fried eggs.
You are on the East Coast. That's the East Coast thing. Like, here in the Midwest, we eat a lot of scrambled eggs. So
yeah. Well, I like scrambled eggs. When I go out to eat, I get scrambled cheese eggs.
Okay, yeah, that's my favorite thing. Scrambled cheese eggs. I don't mind them being that hard scrambled. I mean, of course, I would prefer them be a little bit lighter, a little bit fluffier, but definitely that doesn't scare me away. But
those are good with grits.
You said what's that?
You said those are good with grits.
Yes, indeed. Yep. I love.
You're gonna have them. I feel like you should have grits on that plate.
Exactly. Yes. Definitely. Now it's funny to me that I've met people our age who've never had grits either.
I finally had grits.
I was about to say I think it took you a while to find grits.
Yeah, I think I had grits for the end of last year, and he made them little bit of butter, a little bit of sugar, so it wasn't like super sweet. It was like just right. It was cooked. It wasn't like all hard and crunchy like the first time I ever tried them in my life. They were crunchy and hard. So these were like crazy. These were like the perfect.
Did you wrong that first time?
Yeah, these were like the perfect grits, and I had because he makes hard scrambled eggs, and I had them with that. And I when I tell you I fucked them up.
Oh yeah. That's how I like my grits to be thicker, but not hard and crunchy, but like the thicker because like Southern grits are usually more watery and soupy, and I don't like them like that at all. But I like mine to be thicker, and I like them. I like to have a sweetness to them. Have a little sugar in them.
Yeah, this was not
butter,
sweet, but it was like a mixture between.
That's my thing, and I put cheese in mine. I love cheese in it. If I can get some eggs in there too, even better. Now I do a grit supreme where I do the grits, the scrambled eggs, cut up pieces of sausage and cheese all mixed together. Oh my God.
Okay.
It's a whole breakfast bowl going on with that right there. Yeah. So definitely try that out one day. Try that out. Or you can do your bacon, or you can crumble up your bacon in there, however you want to do.
Yeah, because I had because he already knows when he makes breakfast I need bacon on the plate. But this I think today was the first time I didn't have grits, and I had potatoes, and they were really good.
Oh yeah, potatoes work too. Yeah. That's the only thing I wouldn't put in grits. Probably is potatoes. that's
the way to my heart. Is feed me good food, and I'm like, I get happy. I'm like, oh, we're going to your house. You're gonna cook? Yay! I get happy. I cook, and when he cooks too, because I know it's gonna be good too.
Right.
He's like a hidden gem. He like knows how to cook, but he like, all right, I'll cook, and I'm like, yay, food! I know it's gonna be good. I clap. I get excited for my plate and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
It was another one I wanted to do, but it was a video, I believe, and it doesn't really do the video doesn't do the topic justice. So I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to kind of present it, put it on the Join the Conversation group. So make sure you guys go check out our Join the Conversation group over on Facebook at GFT Join the Conversation under facebook.com/groups. So make sure y'all do that. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when and where to find us. So let's go to the last topic. I just found one that I think we can quickly discuss. Somebody asked me this, and I was just like, man, this is a hard one. This is definitely a hard one. Hold on, let me get back to it. I had scrolled off of it trying to zoom in.
That zoom is a powerful button.
Right. All right, so parents, if you found out your child or children committed a violent crime, would you turn them into the police? We both got kids. We got young kids and old kids. You said what? You said you just.
I'm not turning them in. First of all, here, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm not turning them in. Because I feel like, if you have proof, you will come lock them up, right? And if you do lock them up, you gotta prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they actually did. I don't care if I know if they did it or not. If you can't prove it, we're gonna fight.
Right.
You have to prove it in a court of law. Because I'm not walking my kids in to anything. Especially with how we know we treat our Black and brown people. Even if they did do it, it could have been selfish. It could have been the self-defense. It could have been anything why this crime was committed. Even if they had done it for no reason, right? You got to catch my baby. I'm not going to help you lock them away. I'm just simply not going to help you lock them away. I'm going to actively defend my child like I should, make sure I hire representation, do what I need to do my part. But I'm not going to walk my kids into any police station to be done with however they want to be done with them. I'm just not. If you find them guilty, they got to serve, and somehow they are convicted, and you got the proof to do it.
Right.
Like wholeheartedly, because if I feel like it ain't right, I'm gonna still fight. But if you got them dead to rights and they did this and they are going to jail, I will make sure they have a defense to keep them from any death penalty or anything like that. And I will be there. I will have money on their books and commissary. I'll be at the visits and everything else. But I'm not going to help my baby be walked into any jail to be arrested and locked up.
Now, are there limits to that feeling? Like if they did X, Y, Z, would it be like, well, maybe not so much. I would be 10 toes down, or is it almost unlimited?
That's my kid. That's somebody that I birthed. And it's just saying it because I don't think it'll ever happen. Knock on wood. But
right.
It's just for me, I can't realistically see myself turning my kid in. I just can't. Come and lock them up or whatever if you got just cause to do so. But I'm not going to willingly bring my child down. Like, I will tell them, maybe, if you have in fact done, like if they confide me that back, they did this and bop, 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 I'm going to have you speak to Laura to give you your options, the best way to do this. But I'm not going to walk you no police station and turn you in.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely get that sentiment. I definitely get that feeling because, like you said, yeah, I mean, there could be extenuating circumstances. There could be lack of due diligence. There could be other evidence. There could be, like you say, there could be reasons. There could be all kinds of things. Or like you said, they could just have done it for no reason, and you just want to stand by your kid because you birthed them, and that was, that's a person that you're going to love unconditionally. Because
I'll tell them I'm mad at them about what they did.
That's definitely unconditional love. Like, right, exactly. I was just about to say.
I'll tell you. The fuck was you thinking? I'll cuss you out.
Right. Yeah.
Tell you stupid. You're a Black kid and you know what they do to our babies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I am gonna call them out on their shit and be a mom in that situation. I'm not gonna say that they're right. I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. You shouldn't have did this, and whatever they do, you got to stand on business. But either way, I got you. I'm not gonna not be there for you.
Not gonna just leave them to the wolves.
I'm gonna let you know I'm upset, especially
Right.
depending on what you do. I'm gonna let you know. Like if you go out here and murder a child just on some bullshit, like
Mhm.
or something like that, or did something to harm a child, yeah, we're gonna have problems, right? We're not gonna have a good relationship. We're gonna have problems. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're still my child. So I'm gonna make sure that you're good, or at least help you to the best of my ability in that situation. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm walking you into a precinct and turning you in. That's for a lawyer to do.
Yeah, one of the commenters said, "I'm not hiding them, but I'm not walking them into a station." Somebody else mentioned about getting the attorney. Um, Another person said they definitely would need more details. Now, one of the guys said it would be a case by case situation for him. I don't understand this one. I would definitely advise them to be what was best. Maybe they meant do what was best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they. He said no, but I would definitely advise them to do what was best. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah, because we already know, if you know Black and Brown, if they get a warrant, they come in there guns blazing. They don't care. You are a weapon, so they're coming with everything.
Yeah.
So even if you're not resisting, you could be considered resisting. So it may be better for you to go walk in there with a lawyer and make sure that they're protecting you with your rights and everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would advise all of that. But like me personally, like, come on, let's go. No, that's like it for me. It's Central Park 5. It's so many.
Right. So many examples of that. Yeah.
Where I would be like, especially with my son, absolutely not. Oh no, with my son, like my daughter, she grown, she has a wits about her, but even at that, she's a girl, so I would still tell her don't talk without a lawyer. But for my son who's special needs and can't really, you're not about to get him on tape saying he did anything, even if he did it.
Right.
What was the circumstance? Like,
right.
Was it intentional? Oh no, yeah, no. So for me, like I said, being that I have Black and brown babies, no.
So I feel you. That's real talk.
I'm sorry, and they could have very well committed the crime, and I'm still not.
So, yeah, I definitely feel like for the most part, I would definitely be, like you said, right behind my kids. Trying to help them in any way possible to get through it. Be it defense attorneys or trying to find the best route to get their defense and have make sure that people aren't just railroading them and all that kind of stuff. I think as a person that I definitely feel like everybody's responsible for what they do and how they do it. I definitely feel like I'm going to be more like, hey, especially if it's like, yeah, they definitely did this, like you did that shit, you got caught red-handed and you have no reason that you did it. I'm definitely going to be like, I may not be the one that's walking you in, but I'm definitely going to be like, look, it'd be in your best interest to do this, and that. Don't take the easy route out. Don't be trying to run. Don't be trying to all that extra stuff, because this is what's going to end bad. So, and if you did something that's super heinous, I'm definitely going to be like, look, I love you to death, but this is ridiculous. You shouldn't have did this. It's not how you were raised. It's not, blah, 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 blah. And I think this is, I don't know if this is coming up because of some of the more recent, things that have happened, violence that has happened on public levels, where people have assaulted people in public and did violent crimes in certain situations. I'm not going to talk about all that right now, but but the thing is that a lot of times they go back and say, well, why didn't the parents do something about this, or why didn't the parents bring this person in to justice? Why didn't the parents stand up? I remember seeing there was a video of, I don't know if the boy was on the run, but it was like a young boy. He was like 16, something like that. And I think he had either been fingered as one of the culprits that killed somebody, or if they had, caught him in the act of it. But bottom line, I think he was hiding out at either one of his parents' house or grandparents' house. And, people were like, why didn't they do anything about this? Why didn't they turn them into the police? Things like that. And like you said, when it comes to, situations, especially racial situations, especially just being the fact that that's your child. A lot of times people are like, "Hey, I want to see the evidence. I want to know that this is real, or that this is you are doing your due diligence, and that you got some real evidence against my kid before I do anything." Or worst case, they're gonna make sure that kid is lawyered up, make sure that they have everything lined up and all that kind of stuff. They're not gonna just come
I
in
would
on
just feel as
a
a
whim.
parent that you did that and they railroad your kid, and then it comes out years later that child done served half of their life and they did shit.
Yeah,
and you voluntarily, like I said, it puts me in the mind of other Central 5, because them parents, you got one parent there saying, "Say you did it," and the boy like, "Yeah," and then you find out years later he had nothing to do with it. Like, as a parent, like, your kids trust you to protect them.
Right.
And while I understand that a crime has been committed, right, especially a violent one, I'm sorry, I'm not going with my child did it because you said it. Show me. Right. Not have be like the same way you gotta do a court, reasonable doubt. I need to know. And like I said, it's not just asking you. I'm talking to my kid. Like, if you know you did this, don't go wasting time doing all this bullshit, and then they give you a harsher sentence because you chose to go the XYZ route. Like, let's be smart about your options. I'm talking to them, like I said. If you did it, I'm gonna hold you accountable to your actions, because you gotta stand on what you did. You chose to do it, stand on it. But at the same time, I'm gonna protect you from yourself, because I'm a firm believer, whether or not you did it, don't say shit. The only person you should be talking to is your lawyer. I don't give a fuck. They tell our kids, especially when you don't know, hey, just go ahead and talk and you'll be able to leave. A lot of people foolishly believe that. My son may believe that. If he's in that, I look at it from my son's standpoint. Right. Or my daughter, if she was younger and impressionable, she may believe that. And then not necessarily knowing that that's a false statement, you may say, "Oh, I'm gonna just say what they want to say so I can get out of here." Or as parents, you may be ignorant to the fact somehow you missed the last couple of years and all the stuff that's been happening, right, and you don't know what they can do to our babies. I'm sorry. I'm like, heinous crime or not, I want to make sure that my child, I want to be
make sure they're protected,
and make sure that they're protected, because I don't want them falling by the wayside, being made an example of, and stuff like that. Because you never know the circumstance of the situation, and people could paint. All right, and not to say, I'm not one of the parents that said my child can do no wrong. They can do wrong.
Right.
But I need y'all to make sure that y'all doing right by my child. I'm not gonna let you just scapegoat my child and railroad them and have them out here, all of a sudden now you'll make an example and bring the death penalty back. This isn't, no. I'm good.
Yeah. No, totally. All right. Well, great show.
That post.
You said what?
I missed that post. I got to go find it.
Oh yeah. I know I saw it the other day. It was posted probably about 4 or 5 days ago. So yeah, and then I just didn't get a chance to get back to it. But I was like, hey, perfect time to discuss that here. So yeah. So make sure you guys go check us out over at Join the Conversation group at facebook.com/group/GFT. Join the conversation. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when to catch us and see all of our great shows. We have content all throughout the week. We got the GFT radio show every Monday at 10 p.m. Make sure you check out the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. He just dropped a new episode. I don't know if it was this week or last week, but he dropped a couple of new spotlights. He also dropped a couple of new interviews, so make sure you check those out. Styles and Chevy recap. We actually did Styles and Sunny recap. We did Love is Blind season 6, so make sure you guys go check that out. Me and Chevy will be back soon to talk about X-Men 97, which is, I think it's on episode 4 now, so we definitely got to get to that.
Yeah, I got to watch that. Yeah, I'm still trying to finish What If. I got other shows I've been started watching.
Oh, right. Yeah, What If was great. I like the there was a couple of slow episodes, but for the most part, it was a great season. So yeah, definitely check out that. And then make sure you guys check out Unreservedly Us, our brand new show, showing every Thursday at 10 p.m. with the ladies.
We'll be here this week.
Oh yeah, definitely check them out this week. They just dropped a series of a series of shows about the child support topic. So make sure you guys check that out. I think it was a 3-part series. So make sure you check that out. So yeah. And then they'll be right back here with a brand new episode on Thursday. So hit that like, share, subscribe button so you can be notified. All right. Sunny, you want to tell the folks where they can find you?
All right, guys, you can find me at IamSunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. Visit me at my blog, unreservedlyme.com. I'll catch you guys on Thursday.
No doubt, no doubt. And it's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Catch me everywhere at Willie Styles on IG, Twitter, and Threads. You can get me over at Willie.Styles on Snapchat and TikTok, or find me over at stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks that I'm listening to. Just dropped some new Peasy on there, some new Beyonce, as well as a couple other new artists and new tracks. I think some Hakeem Ali just dropped as well, so I got that on there. So make sure you guys check that out. You guys probably know him as Kimmy Casanova, but yeah, I just dropped some new singles and some collaborations, so you'll catch that over at stylesradio.com. WillieStyles.info for all my links. All right, make sure you guys do that. But until next time, you know where to find us here at GFTRadioshow.com. Check out all of our replays on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, and get the merchandise over at gftradio.creator-spring.com. So make sure you guys do that. And until next time, we are out.
Yo, it's your boy Dame here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D.
Yo, it's your boy Smooth from the GFT Radio Network.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building.
Join us Mondays at 10 p.m. live on Twitch, YouTube, and our Facebook. And if you miss us, don't worry. You can catch it on our website, gftradioshow.com. And if you feel like talking to us every day, join our Facebook group.
At Join the Conversation, the group where you can discuss all kinds of topics.
Catch me also, Fans Respected, Dope Sports Show. Holla at your boy.
You can cop some merchandise over at our store, teespring.com/stores/GFT Radio. You can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, masks, and even more.
Next time on GFT Radio, what are we talking about? Join the conversation to find out.
Make sure you get at us on GFTRadioshow.com for all of our audio and video playbacks, as well as